Good morning. Welcome to the morning sprint. What's up, boys? So Duke is with us today. Obviously, we're in this area, which means we also have Rebecca in the house as well. So, yeah, guys, we got a lot of fun stuff to get to today. A lot of things to cover and update you guys on, including...
I'm loving this lighting right now. For you. This is really good
I
lighting.
know, we don't skimp out when Duke Carter's
I'm sorry. I'm just loving this light.
we
Like,
gotta
this is so
make
good. I love this. Y'all got this chocolate boy looking good up here. I'm just saying,
God,
like,
Duke.
we good.
Well, outside the chocolate boy, we all going to be talking about a lot of cool topics today, including this one right here that's got a lot of people talking online. Check this out.
So this is Sandra Bullock in the midst of Michael Orr and the Blind Side drama with the Tui family. People on social media are going after Miss Bullock, saying she should give her Oscar back.
Yeah, so we want to know what you think, though. We're going to the comment section, obviously, and we went to the comment section before, and everybody was already kind of fired up about it. But since we've posted this article, The Morning Sprint, on Facebook and on our social medias, it's blowing up because everybody has something to say. You already know my opinion if you follow me. I love me some Sandra Bullock. But we're going to get into what you guys have to say.
You don't know thoughts on this?
Well, we'll get to it
we'll
eventually. We'll get to it eventually. But first and foremost, we do got to give you guys kind of another feel-good update about the situation that we broke yesterday. A little boy with autism is safe after disappearing in Pittsylvania County. Now, the 11-year-old disappeared from his home, but was later found safe hours after a long search. But not everyone is this lucky. That's why leaders of Project Lifesaver hope to raise awareness about their program. It utilizes a bracelet that uses radio frequency to track children with mental impairments or elderly people suffering from Alzheimer's or a similar disease. So, yeah, that's definitely something that we were very, very happy that happened. He was found, and again, I remember we broke it again live on air yesterday when we were talking about this. Obviously, you don't want kids to be, lost whatsoever or go missing. But the fact that he was found safely and the fact that this is raising awareness about the importance of Project Lifesaver is also a good deal. So make sure you guys, if you want to go look at this full story, go to our website, WSLS.com.
Yes. Now, of course, we are gearing up and getting ready for those kids to go back to school, and 10 News is your back-to-school authority. And so, ladies and gentlemen, get out the house.
Yes.
Go back to school. Get on the bus. Remember that song?
If you haven't left yet, you late.
Exactly. Yeah, no, you're late.
You are late, but you better be late than never. So, but school does start for those folks in Bland County. That means now 28 of our now 35 local school districts are back in class. So we want to make sure you get on the right track.
Right.
Speaking of schools, we're jumping down to my quote-unquote neck of the woods, NRV, the people who I love the most, Pulaski County. Pulaski County leaders say they've seen some accidents along Route 11, and they want to make sure that students, when they come to school in the morning, are safe. And so according to county leaders, VDOT and the county, they're entering a revenue-sharing agreement to start the Hatcher Road Realignment Project. That total cost is about $8.4 million, and the goal is to ease traffic congestion around the new Pulaski County Middle School. The project will include a traffic signal at Hatcher Road at Route 11, as well as a lane behind the middle school that will connect to Route 11 to allow for better traffic flow. We did catch up with the superintendent, and they're just pleased that the county is taking steps to address that concern.
Well, I think it's a wonderful partnership between the school division and the county too, and it's going to make arrival and dismissal at Pulaski County Middle School so much better, safer, more efficient.
Now, the project is expected to take about 2 years to complete, so of course we're looking forward to see what develops out of that in Pulaski County.
Definitely.
And again, speaking of schools, it also is an exciting time. I know you did the back-to-school photo last year.
I did. I'm slipping today. I didn't shoot my back-to-school photos to you guys just yet, but we all know how important it is for people to be safe if you're a parent sending those school photos in. Police say make sure that you're paying attention to what you post of your children on social media. If your child's holding a sign in their back-to-school picture, do not put the child's school name, grade, or teacher on the sign. Even the smallest details could give away too much. Now, Rebecca, you put the story in, and obviously you've covered, looking at some of the reasons why we have to be careful, if anything, now more than ever.
Yeah, unfortunately, there are just some people out there that just do not have good in their hearts. And so some things you want to make sure to keep out of those photos are your child's name. You know, even when you post them online, even if they're not holding a sign or anything like that that has that compromising information, you don't want to post like happy first day to Jamie or happy first day to, because people will look at those and they'll get the smallest amount of information, and
Yeah.
on the internet you can search for anything. You also want to pay attention to what's in the background when you take photos. You want to make it kind of as generic as possible. You don't want to have your house number or the street name or anything like that in those pictures, because like I said, someone will take one small piece of information and run with it.
Definitely.
And that's the sad world that we live in. And of course, with folks being on social media, even if it is set to private, you can only allow your friends to look at. Is also be aware, because there are some loopholes.
Yeah.
So be sure to double check those settings.
So definitely, like you said, all those are very important details to make sure you follow, especially in today's world. And speaking of sending your back to school photos in, you guys continue to do that to us, and we are making sure we're safe with that information as well. So obviously, we're going to get to Chris first. After him, we're going to talk about some of the shout outs that you guys have sent in for us. But first and foremost, you already know it's Clear the Shelters. We're trying to get rid of these cute furry animals out of these shelters in our Clear the Shelter campaign, and we are featuring adoptable pets that hope to find their forever home. Today, this is Megara. She is a 1.5-year-old blue heeler and German Shepherd mix at the Giles County Animal Shelter. Megara is a small lady weighing roughly 30 pounds.
She never passes up an opportunity for belly rubs and is excellent on the leash. She wants nothing more than to lay at your feet and take a nap. I feel you on that. She came home. She came from a home with other dogs and has done well with everyone she meets. And so she's been at the shelter for a little over 3 months. So if you are interested in adopting her or seeing any other adoptable pets, you know what to do, ladies and gentlemen. What? Go to our website, WSLS.com, and go to our Clear the Shelters page.
All
Yeah,
right.
and if you are a Hercules fan, Disney's Hercules,
That is right.
this is the perfect pup for you, because
Cute.
Megara
Megara.
is that princess. She is my favorite, so I have to give a subtle plug. Megara, if I could adopt you, I would, but I can't. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
so Rebecca actually told me that fun fact earlier this morning, because obviously I'm one of those kids that I'm not really a named person. Only person on Hercules that I know's name is Hercules. But either way, that's a really cool deal right there, cool plug. So hopefully Megara finds a forever home. Speaking of which, dogs walking outside, whatever the case may be, the weather is looking pretty divine. Even meteorologist Chris Michaels is asking us, do we want a pool day today? So we got him right now. Chris, if you come in with our forecast for our Thursday.
Hey there, guys. Happy Thursday to you today. Slightly warmer than yesterday, maybe a little more humid as well, but watch what happens when this front passes through. We get another drop in humidity, so we'll start out in the 50s Saturday morning, but then most of us by Monday afternoon make it into the 90s. Pretty wild temperature swing on the way. We've got you caught up on the details on our website. I'll see you first thing tomorrow morning on The Spring.
All right,
I
Chris.
love those 3 words. Drop in humidity.
Yes.
Always good words. Thank you so much, Chris, for that forecast. And like we mentioned earlier, we got to get to those back to school pins that you guys have sent in to us. We got to give a shout out to, this is my boy Braden. Look at him, cute little 3rd grader now, starting his year off the right way with a big smile on his face.
Oh, look at that head. I love it. Redhead. We also have Olivia and Bryson Porter's first day, 1st and 3rd grade.
Yes, jumping for joy.
Jumping for
Look,
joy.
they're like mid-air.
That's a perfect picture. I wondered if they count down for that. Like 3, 2, 1,
Jump.
Yeah, there you go. And then last but not least, got to give some love to Holly Atkins. This is one of our Virginia Today viewers. She sent in this. And it was so funny because she was so excited about sending in this pin. And I'm thinking she's about to send a kid in. And nope, she sends in Mr. Tommy. She said he's excited about his first day back to school. He is an SRO. So shout out to him, kicking his year off the right way.
Thank you
Protect
for
them
keeping your
babies.
kids safe.
Protect them
Amen,
babies.
amen. And staying in the kid category, we got to get to this unique story about this 10-year-old who was just making me and Duke and everybody in this building's brain power look like this, because she has earned college credits at the University of Virginia.
Bless
Her
her
name
heart.
is Linda Pitson, and she started by taking just 1 class a week, but now she is on grounds 5 days a week, ready to learn.
Bless her heart. So right now she's learning Mandarin. This is a form of Chinese, ladies and gentlemen, alongside classmates much older than her, but she hopes to be a future who?
Look at her.
I want to be an astrophysicist because it combines my 4 favorite things: astronomy, chemistry, physics, and mathematics. And I want to go to UVA for college and then Caltech for grad school.
Now, not only is she taking courses well beyond her years, Linda is also already a published author.
She better work.
Right.
You better work. So her new book is called Linda and the Mysterious Footprints. The children's book talks about decreasing our carbon footprint and finding ways to improve the environment. And she's only what? How old?
10.
Oh, wow.
I love this.
This is-
Her parents spoke this into existence when they named her Linda.
What?
They gave her
Beautiful.
this like elevated,
Yeah.
mature name, and like you pop out a newborn, and she's like, "I'm reading a book."
Right. And an astrophysicist she wants to be. I'm like,
I know. I don't think I knew the word astrophysicist.
At 10.
years old.
I was watching Hercules.
Well, shout out to Linda, man. Again, inspiring everybody. And again, there's hope for all of our generations after us because there are people like her. And one day we're going to have a cure to cancer. You just watch.
Yes, we will.
Just watch. Okay, so guys, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. We got to get to this story because it's
On
blowing
topic.
up right now online. And you guys have already heard about the drama. So, Duke, I'll let you go ahead and kick this off.
Sure. So, pretty most of you all have seen The Blind Side. So, in 2010, Sandra Bullock won the Academy Award for Best Actress for her portrayal of Leanne Tui. Of course, in that film, and the movie was inspired by the real-life story of a Tennessee family that took in and adopted Michael Orr, who would later have a career in the NFL.
Now, over the past week, the illusion of The Blind Side has been shattered, all because of, with the Orr accusing the Tui family of never actually adopting him and forcing him into a conservatorship for their monetary benefit. And then the Tuis say that Orr previously tried to shake them down for $15 million. So a lot of drama right there.
A lot of tea. So, given the movie's resurgence in the news, some people have questioned if Bullock's Oscar should be revoked. A notion that Quentin Aaron, who portrayed Orr in the movie, disagrees with. So he said this, quote, "There's a lot of hate being spread around nowadays, and there's, someone asked me, there's people saying things that, oh, maybe you should strip Sandra of her title, her Oscar." I'm like, for what? There's nothing that says she had anything to do with this. She was an actress who got hired to do a job, and she did it so well that she was rewarded for it. Why would you take that reward just because of what's going on today, 14 years later?
Now, he goes on to say and says that I wish that they would just leave her alone because, she's going through her own things right now. The love that she just lost. She suffered a great loss. And he's talking about the recent death of Bullock's longtime partner, Brian Randall, on August 5th. He passed away at the age of 57 after a 3-year battle of ALS. But the dude goes on to say, he says, I'm far too familiar with the tragedy of losing a loved one, and it's not an easy feat. My thoughts and prayers go out to her. Aaron continued. And the last thing she needs is for the internet trolls to be coming at her, talking about something. We should take her Oscar. Like, just go sit down, go stay home, sit down and get a job. You know what I mean? Just stop, leave her alone. So obviously he's coming to her defense, and a lot of people are coming to her defense as well on social media. So with that, let's go ahead and go to the comment section.
Yes, I believe the first one is Keisha. This is where she says, oh, I'm sorry.
We got music, dude.
My fault. I'm sorry. I'm jumping ahead.
It's okay. All right. So again, the story about this whole conservatorship that's going on, the drama that's playing out with the Orr family and the Tuis. Whatever you believe about that particular situation, you can have your own thoughts about it. But when it comes down to it, should Sandra Bullock get rid of her Oscar? People are just like, chill out. So we got the first comment right there on the screen.
There you go. So this is Keisha. I'm sorry, folks. It's my first day. Sandra Bullock won the Oscar for Best Actress. She deserves to keep the accolade. Now, the fact that she was also a producer for The Blind Side could be a gray area, but I still don't see any issues considering Michael Orr signed off on a project years ago. Pooch also sounded off she should have done more research before she accepted the role.
And then after that comment, we got Tasha. Tasha comes in and says that Quentin's voice is the most mature voice I've heard on this matter, talking about the actor who portrayed Michael Orr. She says that, in my opinion, this will be an easy legal matter to prove, and so we wait for the facts, as we all are. So shout out to Tasha sending that comment in. And then last but not least, we got a comment saying that leave Sandra alone. She had done nothing wrong, and she just delivered a stunning performance and deserved the Oscar, and she just lost the love of her life. Treating her like this is such a hard time. Just evil. So again, a lot of people have been sounding off on this while we're live on the air. For example, I'm getting comments that are still coming in. Someone just came in and basically are kind of seconding everybody else. Pete Adams says that these people need to get a life and realize how absolutely ridiculous they make themselves look. Why Sandra is even coming up in any of this is beyond me.
Another person, Ronald Ibarra, said, no one should not give it up. She earned it, and am happy she won.
Yes, and then one more that I'll get to, and then we're going to get to Jazz, who's also getting lit up. Christine Tyser says that she should not. Her job was to act in the likeness of Leanne, and she had, at that time, was a story, and the script and meaning of Leanne, just because a lawsuit is drawn 15 years later, should not negate Sandra's performance. I 100% agree with that. Do you agree with that, Duke?
I think people need to leave Miss Sandra Bullock alone. I think, of course, with the Tui family and Michael Orr, let that play out in court, and then we can make our formed decision.
Exactly. So right now, let's bring in Jazzy Jazz. Jazz, obviously, this has been something that a lot of people are like, leave Sandra alone. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I definitely agree with a lot of people and the opinions that are coming forward because she's an actress and she was paid to play a role, and unfortunately, it ended up, the claims say that it wasn't accurate and that it didn't actually happen the way that the movie portrayed it to be. But I don't think that's Sandra Bullock's fault. It's not like she had a say in what happened or like she participated in what happened.
Exactly.
So I don't think she should be faulted for that.
Exactly. And the fact that this stuff is coming out is a surprise to anyone,
Right.
especially Sandra Bullock, because I'm pretty sure if she knew that there was some type of drama going down 15 years ago, 9 times out of 10, she probably wouldn't have taken on this role.
Exactly.
But regardless of the matter, if people are like, they're doing the most. So if you could, what are some of the comments that we're getting in right now?
Yeah, so from Jackson Howard, he said, no, she was just acting a role that was believed to be an accurate depiction of real life, not her fault.
We got another one? Got any more?
Yeah, we have a ton. I have about 44 comments right
Oh,
now.
Wow.
let's pick your 3 top ones. Let's go to 3 of them.
All right, I got you. So Corey Webb said, no, she played a role. She did a great job acting and got an award for it. She should not be punished for something she had no control over / nothing to do with.
Perfect.
And let's see. Heather Stamper LaRue said her Oscar is based off her ability to act out a script given to her, not the accuracy of the story. She shouldn't even be involved in the current situation.
Hey, look, we're all like, that was like, she hit the nail on the head with that one. Like, again, like you said, we're getting a ton of comments on that. And obviously, if you guys go back and watch this sprint later on and want to leave your 2 cents, please do it because, again, more support for Sandra. She's by far, I think, what is in my top 5 favorite female actresses. And I love Sandra because she's just seemed like a real down-to-earth person.
Yeah.
And to see people, it seemed like everybody in their mama are just offended by everything nowadays, in my opinion. And they come after the wrong individuals if they're frustrated about a situation. And this is I just feel like Sandra has nothing to do with today's mess.
Irrelevant. Not
And
that
like-
she's not irrelevant, but this is irrelevant for her.
And like, guys, I'm sorry. Sandra's never going to see what you say about her on Twitter. Sandra just lost the person that she lived everyday life with, the father to her children. She not worried about you.
Hello.
Yeah, so,
Preach.
I mean, you got a good point right there. Jazz, you got anything else you want to say about this, babe?
I disagree with everyone in the fact that she shouldn't have been brought into this drama and unfortunate situation because, I mean, it is extremely unfortunate if the claims are true. And I hate that happened and that the story was made to seem like something that it wasn't, you know, and that we were all fooled in believing that this happy ending happened when it actually didn't happen, you know. But I don't think that she should be brought into it. So, like Duke said, it's irrelevant to her.
Right.
You know, it has nothing to do with her. And just because she played a role and did it well doesn't mean that she should be punished for it.
Amen. Yeah, no, definitely. And like I said, we will keep our eyes peeled to this case, wait for the facts to come out to see exactly what's going on because obviously it's a huge battle that's taking place. But again, leave Sandra alone. Okay, Jazz, do we have any more viewers or any more comments outside of the drama that we're talking about?
No, we don't. That's it from me.
All right, Jazz. Well, God bless you. Thank you so much, girlie.
All right, have a great day.
All right. Well, before we roll out, guys, we got to get to these headlines. So I'll let Duke kick it off.
No problem. So coming up later on newscasts, including 10 News at noon, we're talking about Roanoke Police hosting the first of a couple of community forums to give people living and working in downtown a way to express their concerns with police.
That plus the popular grocery store chain Kroger offering customers $10 off of their groceries when they receive an in-store flu shot at participating Kroger locations. We got details about that.
And not only is extreme heat dangerous to your body, but can also impact your home. 10 News anchor Brittany McGraw explains how you can protect your house from the sun's damaging rays.
So those stories and so much more coming up on our later newscast and on air at WSLS.com. Duke, you got anything else, brother?
This was a pleasure being with you. I love this energy. You're like a ball, a ray of sunshine. I mean, you being here with the sprint. Rebecca's in the back doing the whoop-de-woo, whoop-de-woo, whoop-de-woo.
It's always a good time here, man.
It is a good time. This is a good wake-up call.
Yeah, so
Good.
I will say, me and Duke are actually going to hit up the desk tomorrow morning
Ooh,
on
she put it
Virginia
out there.
Today.
She put it out there.
We got JD
Can you handle
in the
that?
house.
Can you handle all that energy?
We'll be good. We'll be good. So, yeah, he's going to be with us tomorrow morning, in the morning, and obviously on the Sprint if he has time. But, yeah, that does it for us on today's edition of the Morning Sprint. Again, if you want a back-to-school photo you want to send in, shoot it our way. If you got anything you want to share with us, shoot it our way. And, again, if you got more to say about this particular story that we mentioned in the comment section regarding Sandra Bullock, send it our way. We would love to get to those and give you shout-outs and respond to each one of your comments. But outside of that, that does it for our Thursday. We'll be back here again Friday morning, 8 a.m., WSLS.com, the Morning Sprint.
Shout it out.